Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Move to Millions Monday. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello, hello. Just waiting for a few minutes. We've already got a few people who have joined us on Clubhouse. We've got some people joining us on Instagram. We've got a couple people with us on Facebook. The gang's almost all here. We can get this party started. So happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I am just going to shoot the breeze for just a few seconds while we're getting people to come in. So for those of you who are watching on Facebook or Instagram, hit that little button, share this out. You know some people that I don't know that I should know. Clubhouse, hit that little plus sign, share this out. Let's get some more people in this room because we're going to talk about holiday sales. This is the fourth quarter comeback, y'all. This is the fourth quarter comeback. Y'all hear me say this all the time, that this is the most profitable quarter of any year. It's the fourth quarter. You know what that means? That means that there's a lot of money to be made. And you can make that money. I'm trying to figure myself out over here. You can make that money without having to pimp yourself out because of the holiday. Okay. Hello. In case you don't know who I am, you about to know. Hopefully you guys cannot hear what's going on outside. My grass guy has decided to come at this moment to cut our grass. So I'm hoping you can't hear that. But we are talking today, I'm trying to get myself all situated. We are talking today about preparing for holiday sales. We're talking about holiday sales taboo. Like all the things holiday sales is what we're going to talk about today. Because it is October the 18th, y'all. October the 18th. You know what that means? We are more than halfway through the first month in the fourth quarter. That means that very soon, in fact, did you guys know that I remember when I used to, okay, somebody is saying they can't hear me. No, I want you to be able to hear me. If you can hear me on Facebook, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me on Clubhouse, raise your hand. Somebody raise their hand just so that I can make sure. Okay, you can hear. Okay, you can hear. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, good. All right, just making sure everybody can hear me because I'm about to go in. I'm excited to be teaching. So I'm going to be doing some teaching today about preparing for the holiday. Now, you guys know that I serve service-based entrepreneurs, right? So I serve entrepreneurs that are primarily coaches, consultants, accountants, and attorneys. That's who I work with. And all the time, I get so many questions around this time of the year about what it means to be in business and can you maximize the holiday selling season? Can you maximize Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday? Can you maximize Christmas if you're selling services? And that's what we're going to get into today. So before we do, let me just take a moment and tell you guys all who I am. I never like to make an assumption that you know who I am because this could be our first time hanging out. So hey y'all, hey, I am Dr. Darnyelle Jervey Harmon. I am the CEO of Incredible One Enterprises. We are a business transformation company. And we specialize in transforming six-figure service-based entrepreneurs into million-dollar CEOs. This Move to Millions Mondays is our once a week when I show up live to give you the best that I got. I call it my Anita Baker moment for all of the Anita Baker fans out there. I'm giving you the best that I got. So this is when I show up just to be of service to the community. There are times when I show up that I'm in a launch and so I'm trying to offer something. That's not today. Today is just straight content. You know why? Because I want you to win. I want you to maximize the most profitable quarter of the year. Is that all right? Is that all right if we do that? I'm joined on stage on Clubhouse by Fred Wingate, who is a client success coach on our team. I am all by myself on Facebook and on Instagram. The rest of my team will be coming in soon to be able to support us. But I'm excited because we're talking fourth quarter comeback and specifically holiday sales. Okay, I want to do a quick poll. on all the platforms, because we are live on Instagram, on Facebook, inside of our Facebook group, the Move to Millions Club with Darnyelle, Dr. Darnyelle, and we're on Clubhouse in our Move to Millions Club. If you have ever done a sale in the past for Black Friday, regardless of what you've sold, if you've ever done that on Facebook or Instagram, put a 1 and raise your hand if you're on Clubhouse. If you've ever made anything offered for sale for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, if you've ever done that, raise your hand. Okay, I see some hands up. All right, second question. For those of you who have done it, have you offered products or services? If you've offered products, put a 2. Put a 2 in the chat or raise your hand if you're on Clubhouse. And if you've offered your services, put a 3 in the chat or raise your hand. Why am I asking you this? Because this makes a big difference. What you are offering. Now, what I know, what I have learned over the years is that people will offer products because they think they have to discount their services in order to compete during Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. That's what people think. They think the only way I'm going to get clients during this time is if I am offering a discount. I'm here today to tell you that that is not the truth. Can I tell you that we have done both? We have sold our planner. Shout out to the 90-day. Let me grab my Move to Millions, brand newly branded, our Move to Millions planner. Shout out to our planner. We haven't offered this because this is new. I don't think we have. But we have offered other products and services, or products over the years. We have also only offered our services over the years. Can I tell you that when we have done the best with our sales has been when we have offered our services, and we have offered them not at a discount. What? Wait, what? It's Black Friday. It's got to be on sale. Write this down if you're taking notes. You are not a retailer. You are not Walmart. You are not Target. You are not Macy's. You are not those stores that has to discount their services on Black Friday in order to get sales. You might have thought that you had to discount, but I'm here today to make sure that you guys understand that you can maximize this holiday selling season, and you can do it without reducing the price point on your services. That's what we're here to talk about today. I wanted to offer this to you. I was meeting with my team this earlier this afternoon, and I was like, what are we going to talk about today on Clubhouse? And several ideas got thrown out. And when the idea about talking about holiday sales came out, I jumped on it for 2 reasons. Number one, because it's October. We're almost through the first month in the quarter. And what you will do in the next 2 weeks will determine your ability to be successful for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. It will be determined based on the decisions you make right now. Now, typically, my recommendation is that your prep period, if you want to make an offer during that holiday weekend, we're talking specifically about the holiday and Thanksgiving, is that you give yourself at least 8 to 10 weeks. We don't have 8 to 10 weeks at this point. We have like 6. Okay? So what I'm going to share with you are things you can do now to be able to still make some money selling your premium and high ticket services during the holiday weekend. Sure, if you want to sell your thing with a 7 on the end, do that. But here's what I know. It is the same energy to use this time to sell something that is lower priced as it is to sell something that is higher end. And just so we're clear, I am not talking about higher end private services. I'm talking about higher end, highly leveraged services. You will seldom hear me talking about you making an offer to people that is going to require a lot of you to fulfill. Those days are over. We are about leverage and scale, right? We're about leveraging our time and scaling our revenues. scaling our impact. That's what we're here to do. We are here to make sure that we can serve the most amount of people with the least amount of effort to get them a massive transformation. Here's what I need you to know, and this might be contrarian. Y'all might not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Lower ticket items, by and large, do not transform. Yes, you can sell your course. You can sell your toolkit. I can sell my planner. But the transformation is not going to be held in that product. Now, will there be a lot of people selling products and making a lot of money? Absolutely. There will be. Those people who are doing it, they're making money, but they're also expending a lot of money to make the money. Because when you're selling products, when you're selling books and t-shirts and bundles during the holiday, guess what you're doing? You're competing with everybody else who is selling anything. You're competing with Walmart and their big screen TV that they have on sale if you get there on Thanksgiving at 6 p.m. for $97. You're competing with them when you blend in with them. If this is good and you're on Facebook or Instagram, put a 4 in the chat. If this is good and you're with me on Clubhouse, raise your hand. I'm just trying to see if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Okay? See, this is not about blending in. If you want to make the most amount of money you could possibly make in the fourth quarter of any year, if you want to maximize the holiday, this is not about blending in. This is about standing out. This is about being what they don't expect to see. Because see, here's what they expect. They expect for you to put your widget on sale. They expect for me to sell my water bottles. I'm not selling this one because this is our old branding, right? But that's what they expect. They expect me to be like, yes, come get your next level everything water bottle. It's normally $59, but now it's $29. That's what they're expecting. And some people will get sales that discount. But here's what I want you to write down if you're taking notes. If you start discounting your services in the name of a sale, people will expect you to discount them all the time. It doesn't matter whether it is November the 20, whatever the Christmas or Thanksgiving is going to be, November 25th. It doesn't matter if it's November the 25th or October the 25th or April the 25th. Your services transform lives. Now, in order to pull this off, you're going to have to change your come from, right? Because holidays are not just about retail sales. You're in a services business, right? That's who we serve. We serve service-based businesses. So I'm always going to be talking to service-based businesses. And because you serve service-based businesses, you will do them a disservice. Because you are a service-based business, you will do your clients and your customers a disservice to offer them a product just to be relevant during this time. So that is why that's not my recommendation for you. Now, the only way you're going to be able to pull off selling your services during this time is if you are really clear about the spice problem that you solve. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, you know what I mean when I say spice. But I'm just going to make the assumption that we have some people who have not heard me talk about spice yet. And so that's who I'm going to speak to for just a minute. SPICE is an acronym. This acronym stands for specific and substantive, pervasive and persistent, immediate and insurmountable, clear, contrarian and conscious, expensive and expansive. That all sounds good, Darnyelle. You just hit me with a whole bunch of adjectives. What does it mean? It means that the problem you solve needs to be specific and substantive. It means that it cannot be a surface level problem. See, retail products, the t-shirt, the bundle, your digital course, 9 times out of 10, they're not going deep enough. You know why? Because there's no you in it. It is challenging to get people results when you aren't showing up to the party. Now, again, I'm not talking about you showing up privately. Although you could sell VIP days if you wanted to. The problem with that is you can't really scale that offer because there's only so much of you to go around. But I have had clients who have sold their $10,000 VIP day on Black Friday and have said, I've got 3 seats for my VIP day and they make that their Black Friday offer and they sell all 3 of them. So it's totally possible for you to do that, right? But you have got to realize that this is not about being a Band-Aid. This is about being specific and substantive. Pervasive and persistent. I want you to think about the last time, I'm getting a little personal for a second, the last time you had a rash or someone you know had a rash, right? That rash is pervasive and persistent. Until you apply the ointment, take the antibiotic, etc., it continues to grow. Well, guess what? Your ideal clients have a problem like this. That is pervasive and persistent. Immediate and insurmountable means that it's a problem they need to solve now. Like they can't wait. They can't wait until the new year to solve this problem. They need a solution now. Right? Insurmountable means that they cannot solve this problem without someone like you helping them. Clear, contrarian, and conscious. They need to be clear and conscious that they have the problem, and the way you present the problem needs to be contrarian. If you're saying what everyone else is saying during this holiday selling season, you're going to blend in, you're not going to stand out, and you're not going to get enough sales. When I tell you it's the same exact energy to sell your low ticket thing as it is to sell your high ticket thing, I mean it. It doesn't just sound great. It's the truth. But the way that you get to make waves with what you're selling during that time is being contrarian. Saying the thing that creates an emotional connection right away. Pissing them off, if you will. You've got to be willing to ruffle a few feathers to get people to see you as the only and obvious solution to the problem they've been unsuccessful at solving on their own. And this is only going to happen if you present the problem contrarianly. I know people get really upset with me when I say that a low 6-figure business is small business poverty. I have had people in my DMs basically cussing me out without necessarily cussing me out. But they get really upset with me. You know why they get upset? Because I'm tapping in emotionally to something that they know to be true. Think about it. You've had a fight with a loved one, right? And your loved one calls you out and it just pisses you off more, right? Because they're speaking the truth to you. But do you know how you get sales? By being contrarian when everybody else is blending in during the holiday selling season, right? Expensive and expansive means that the problem costs more and gets bigger the longer it goes unsolved. And I'm not going to say that your digital course can't transform. Yeah, I have said that. I am going to say that. It probably can't really transform. Because even if you present them with everything that they need when you present them with the course, the fact that there is no interaction for them to be able to decipher and customize it and figure out how to apply what you share in general to them specifically means that their transformation is going to be limited. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can 100% sell your services for what they call during this corridor. Now, number one, first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to set a goal. What do you want to make during the holiday? Those of you who are with me, now's the perfect time. We've got people on Instagram, people on Facebook, people on Clubhouse. For those of you who are on Instagram and Facebook, you can talk back to me. Actually, those of you who are on Clubhouse can talk back to me too if you go through the back channel. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to put the amount you would like to earn during Black Friday in a chat or in the back channel if you're on Clubhouse. What's the amount you want to make over the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday? How much money do you want to make? How much do you want to make? Here's what I know. It really is that simple for you to decide. So what do you want to make? I don't see nobody commenting. None of y'all want to make any money during Black Friday? Y'all all taking the holiday weekend off? Is that what we doing? All right, well, I'm going to talk about myself then. Because I want to make money during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. I intend to make some money during that. Okay, we got a $20,000. We want to make $20,000. For those of you who just joined us, let me do a quick reset. Do a quick reset, right? So we are here. It's Move to Millions Monday. We are talking about holiday sales. We are disrupting what you guys believe as it pertains to sales during the holiday. You do not, hear me, you do not have to discount your products or services during the holiday to be relevant and to get sales. In fact, if you offer a discount, you're not going to stand out. You're going to blend in with everybody else who technically does what it is that you do, and you're going to miss the mark and not sell anything. So what I just asked everyone to do, for those of you who are just tuning in, was to tell us, how much do you want to make over Black Friday? I saw 20,000, I saw 50,000, I saw someone said $500,000. Right? 35K is what I see. So first we have to know the amount that we want to make. Then you have to make the decision that making the money must happen. You have to decide. You have to make it non-negotiable. So I just saw 100K come in. Whatever the number is, it's all relative. It doesn't matter. Because it's literally just the exercise and the decision that you could make that amount of money during that period of time. Right? So once you've decided once you figured out the amount you want to make, then you have to sit in the decision. You have to decide. You have to actually decide. Let me tell you what happens. I think Emerson says it best. He says, once you decide, all of the universe, so God gets together, he starts rearranging stuff to bring you what you decided because you made the decision, right? So 100, we're going to use 100K. So you want to make 100K during Black Friday. What do you already offer? Because we're not creating anything new. We're taking we're taking your services that you already offer to the marketplace. So what do you already offer to the marketplace that you would like to sell more of before the year is over? That's the next question I want you to be able to answer for yourself. What's the next question? I mean, not the next question. What is it that you want to be able to offer that you'd like to sell more of? What do you have that you'd like to sell more of before the year is over? Okay. So for instance, I just finished my Leverage and Scale Enrollment Events course, literally hot off the press. Last week was our 8th week. We recorded it. I did a small beta to be able to bring people into my program. I'm just using this as an example so that I could finally get it recorded. I sold it for $3,000. I had 15 people sign up for it. I only wanted 10. I had 15, so I exceeded my own goal, right? I sold 15 people into this $3,000 course. I didn't discount it because it was a beta. Some people think that they have to discount stuff because that's what they're competing in. But you don't have to, right? So let's say $100,000 is what you want to make. And let's say your offer is $10,000. That means you need 10 sales from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. You need 10 sales in order to be able to make this happen, right? So what we have to do is we have to back into the number. So how many people say yes? So if you talk to 10 people, how many people will say yes to working with you? You have to know that number to be able to evaluate how many people you're going to need to get in front of in order to make your $100,000 during the Black Friday weekend. So let's say for every 10 people you talk to, 3 people say yes. For every 10 people you talk to, 3 people say yes. That means you have a 30% conversion rate, right? We're backing into the number. I need to sell 10 of my $10,000 program in order to make $100,000 from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. I close 3 and 10. If I want to sell 10, how many people do I need to talk to during Black Friday, during the weekend, right? How many people? For every 10 people I talk to, I close 3. I want to sell 10. So I need to talk to 33 people to sell 10 people. 33 people to sell 10. That's how many people I need to talk to, right? So the next thing I need to figure out is, what do I need to do to get 33 people to book a conversation with me, if that's how you close, or to come to an event that I hold during that holiday weekend so that I could enroll 10 of them into my $10,000 offer. See, here's the thing. I'm going to hook you guys to the game. You thought you needed to create something that was $47 or $97 or $297. You thought you needed to run Facebook ads to get a whole bunch of people to buy your $297 and your $97 or your $47 thing. But what if on Saturday, on Small Business Saturday, you could hold a webinar? Let's just do a webinar, right? What if on Small Business Saturday, you could hold a webinar and you could use Facebook and your email lists and Clubhouse and all of those things to get people to register to come to your webinar that you're hosting on Small Business Saturday, with a goal. And you will have to figure out, this is my gift to you. You will have to figure out how to qualify these people to make sure you have the right people in the space, right? But what if, let's just vision cast, guys. You could get 50 people to join you for a webinar on Small Business Saturday. You could probably even get promo partners to help you to get 50 people to come to your webinar on Small Business Saturday. And you could teach them, and you could either make them a straight offer to your $10,000 program, or you could make them an offer to come to a call with you. And of those 50 people, no, let's do more than 50 people. Let's do 75 people. So 75 people come to your webinar. Of those 75 people, let's say you do really, really good and you get 50% to show up. 50% shows up, so that's 37.5 people show up to your webinar on Saturday, right? Your webinar is the bomb. It does all the things it needs to do. It's like a sales conversation, but you're doing it in webinar format. And at the end of that webinar, you invite people to either book a call with you or to enroll in your program. And maybe because it's the holiday weekend and you wanted to do something special for them, you allow them a lower deposit than what you would normally offer into your program. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the grass guy outside. I apologize. Right? And so of those 37 and a half people, let's just say 38, because who really wants a half person watching their webinar? Of those 38 people, you get half of them. This is really, really good odds, you guys. You get half of them to book a call with you. So that 37 and a half, we're dividing it again. I'm using all of my devices, so I can't add it up, but it's going to be roughly 18 people, right? Book a call with you. Of those 18 people that book a call with you, you end up improving your conversion rate because your webinar was so good. And you get 7 of them to sign up. That's like 50% conversion, which is totally possible. We typically convert between 48 and 62% from our webinar. Actually, that's partially true. Once we get people to watch it, 83% of them sign up from our webinar. Okay? Why am I sharing all of this with you? I wanted to give you a different thought process on Black Friday sales. Because some of you think that the only way you can make money during the holiday is if you sell your t-shirts and sell them if you want, right? Or you sell your bundle. But I'm here to tell you that you can actually enroll people into your quality programs during this time. Let me tell you why. Number one, because people who are in pain or actively seeking a painkiller, they're not waiting for a special circumstance to make a decision, to make an investment that's going to change their life. That's number one. Number two, the beautiful thing about offering this webinar during this holiday weekend is that you're going to get people who are now privy not only to their problem, but more importantly to a bigger problem, a problem that says that they need to spend some more money in order to reduce their tax liability this year, that are now aware that you could solve this problem for them and present them with an option. One of the biggest myths I've ever heard about the holiday selling season is that no one spends any real money during the holiday. That is a lie. This is why it's called Black Friday. You guys know this, right? Because businesses who have been in the red all year get out of the red and into the black in one day. Why can't your business? Now, there are going to be some things that you're going to have to change in order to be able to make that happen for yourself. There are going to be some things that you're going to have to change in order to be able to make this happen. But let me run down what you're going to need to think differently in order to be able to maximize the holiday selling season. Number one, I already said this, but some people just joined us. If you just got here, welcome. We're excited you're here. We're talking about holiday sales, and I'm presenting a contrarian viewpoint on what it's going to mean to sell during the holiday season this year if you're a service-based business owner. I do not recommend that you sell your low transformation products. I know it could be a volume play and blah, 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 and yada, 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 and all of that. But the amount of energy you're going to have to expend to sell even a handful of those things without a massive ad spend is going to be a challenge. I'm just going to keep it real with you. But let's just say you wanted to bring on 3 to 10 new clients before the year was over in your signature offer. Now, Incredible Factor University, a signature offer is somewhere between $10,000 and $29,999, right? That's a signature offer. So let's say that in the last in the last year, in the last quarter of this year, you've decided, I want to bring on 3 to 10 more clients, and I want to use the holiday selling season to do so. I want to get people who have this specific problem, this specific, pervasive, immediate, and insurmountable, clear, and expensive problem. And I want to get these people to meet me on my webinar that I'm hosting during the holiday weekend, where I can talk to them about how I can help them to solve this problem. If this is good, put a 5 in the chat. For those of you who are on Clubhouse, raise your hand if this is good. So what else do you need to change? Number one, you got to change your come from that you can only sell products during the holiday. That's a lie. Number 2, you have to realize that people spend real money all year, but the people you serve, 9 times out of 10, when presented with an opportunity to get a real solution and not a Band-Aid, which your toolkit would have been a Band-Aid, but they have an opportunity to get a real solution, will rise to the occasion and invest in themselves through you during the holiday. If you play your cards right. We only have 6 weeks left, guys. There's only 6 more weeks left. In order to be able to maximize this, and to make it work for you on Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. I have a question. It says, doesn't matter if it's automated program or if it's big ticket. I want it to be a premium priced is something that's at least $3,000 to a high ticket program, which could be as high as $100,000. That does not mean that it has to be a private access program. It could absolutely be a program where the content is dripped and then people get to come to a call where they're working out how this is going to work for them. The problem often with when you're selling your home study program or your digital course, they don't call them home studies anymore. That's how you know I'm an OG in small business, because we don't even call them home studies no more, right? The problem when you're selling just that is there's no place for me to take what you teach me and make it work for me. So that means I don't end up completing it and I don't actually get the results that are possible from it when that is the way that it is shared. So what I'm suggesting instead is that you take that program and offer some you to it or your team so that it provides transformation, and you sell it in this corridor. You sell it during this time. Now, the other thing you can do, and this is what we're doing, you can decide that you are not going to sell during the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Sunday window, but you sell either just before or just after. If you choose to sell just before or just after, you miss all of the hoopla of the holiday, and you get to swoop in once people are finished being annoyed and bombarded with all of the things that aren't going to transform with your offer that is going to bring transformation to the table for them. So that's another option for you. And the key to all of this is having a very clear understanding of the problem you solve and the solution they need that they would be willing to invest in during this time. Trust me, if people can stand in line at Walmart to get the big screen TV, they can make an investment in themselves through your offer if your offer is going to truly usher in transformation. I've watched many a TV, and I have never had any money fall out of it while I was watching it. Is this happening to anyone? Yeah, no, it's not happening, right? But you're going to have to be strategic over these next 6 weeks in order to prime this offer. So here's what I want you to do. Number one, what's your webinar going to be about? What are you going to talk about? What are you going to teach about during the holiday weekend that's going to make people take 90 minutes away from their family and potentially away from their shopping? And here's the thing. They're not shopping on Small Business Saturday. They did all their shopping either on Thursday for those stores that are open on Thanksgiving or on Friday. So they're available. But what are you going to teach? What are you going to offer to them? What are you going to talk about? And how are you going to position your webinar that your signature offer, your $10,000 offer, is the right next step for them? That's what you got to figure out. That's what you got to figure out. I believe that if you can figure that out, you could have a massive Black Friday through Cyber Monday holiday sales weekend. That's what I believe. This is funny because I'm like chuckling to myself. I'm about to open up the lines. Oh, Shanika, can you get me the speaker? I'm about to open up the lines so that you can hear from Fred, who's on the stage with me, because this is not what we talked about me talking about when we talked about this at the team meeting. But this is kind of what landed in my spirit to share for those of you who want to make some great money. I believe, I've said this, I will continue to say this. I believe that the fourth quarter is the most profitable quarter in any year. And if you're not at least doubling what you've made in the previous, and your best quarter all year, if you don't at least double that in the fourth quarter, we should have a whole nother conversation. I don't have anything to offer you today. I'm not pitching anything. I'm just giving value. That's all I really wanted to do today. But what I know is that if you don't maximize this quarter, it's on you. Because there are so many people who have money that they want to spend to buy quality services that are going to transform areas of their life. There are 6 categories. 6 categories that problems fall into that people will spend money to solve. Number 1, identity and purpose. Identity and purpose. Number 2, health, wellness, and mental health. Number 3, love, relationships, and communication. Number 4, money, career, and business. Number 5, time and life balance. And number 6, happiness and fulfillment. If the problem you solve has been packaged into an offer that focuses on one of those 6 things, Put a 7 in the chat if you're on Facebook or Instagram. Even if you catch this in the replay, put a 7 in the chat. If you're on Clubhouse, raise your hand. If you fall into one of those categories, you have an opportunity to make some massive money during this holiday selling season. But it is going to require, I see 7s all around. I see hands up on Clubhouse. This makes me feel really, really good. It's going to require that you show up fully over the coming weeks to prepare how you're going to do your holiday launch. Listen, I know this is not what you were thinking of when you were thinking about holiday sales. You done already tried to come up with some bundle where you put all of these old recordings together in a thing for $9.97 in hopes that you can get a whole bunch of people to sign up for it. Nah, that's not what I want you to do. Let me repeat the 6. Identity and life purpose. I might not go in the same order I went last time. Money, career, business, health, wellness and mental health, love, relationships, communication, time, life balance, happiness, and fulfillment. This is what I know. Please stop thinking that as a service-based business owner, you have to conform and become a product-based business in order to make money during holiday selling seasons. That is a lie. That is not the truth. You do not need to do that. You need to stand firmly in the solution you provide to the problem they have been unsuccessful at solving on their own. And when you stand fast in that and you present yourself in confidence, your confidence will close more sales than your skills ever will. And you will have your best holiday sales season ever during a holiday. All right, so I'm going to stop and I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to give Fred the opportunity. Hold on one second, Fred, though. I got to turn my speaker on so that we can make sure that they hear you. For those of you who are with us on Instagram and on Facebook, we are also live on Clubhouse. And in just a moment, you're going to have an opportunity to... Oh, it's already connected. All right. Fred, unmute yourself and say something.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. If you guys can hear Fred, put an 8 in the chat.
I might be getting feedback unless it just went away. All right, went away. Yeah, so what I was going to say is your ideal client, the ideal client that you mapped out when you started your business, the person that you truly wanted to work with and transform, they are not waiting for the right price. They are not sitting there in sorrow, in overwhelm, bleeding out, begging, praying for you to make a post saying we are 25% off. They're not doing that. They're not purposely losing money because you are not having a discount or sale. That means you closing them on the holidays, getting them as a client to transform them, is not dependent on you conforming to the mass amount of sales and discounts that are going out. That's one.
That's so good. Hold on one second, Fred. Hold on. I got purple hand clappy on that one. All right, go ahead.
The other part is people are following you for a reason, right? They're following you. They're looking at you for transformation. They're looking at you for mindset. They're looking at you for developing their product or their services. They're looking at you for financial advice, legal, sales, marketing. The second you start saying we are 25% off, they are now looking for something that's 30% off. They're no longer looking at you. When you say we are 15% off, now their mind goes, okay, cool. So I wonder what's 20% off. Who in this space is 20% off? You automatically place your ideal client back into the pool of the people that are looking for a discount.
Oh, that's so
that's
good.
the transformation that you give once you discount yourself.
Oh, so good.
So when it comes to the holiday season, you have to ask yourself, are you giving a discount transformation? Are you giving a discount shift? Are you giving a discount funnel to your clients? Because once you discount yourself, now they can feel okay. They have accepted the fact that it is okay for me to look for a discount because the person that I have been following religiously in the space is telling me that discounts are out there. It is okay to discount everything that I am building right now. So they're going to look for a bigger discount. Those are two of the most important things you have to remember when you're coming through your season. Your ideal client has been following you all year for the right message, for the right connection. I have never once onboarded a client in this company that said, you know, I've been hurting, I've been ready for a transformation, and as soon as Darnyelle said it was 25% off, that is when I jumped at it.
It's so good.
It was never that. It was, you know, I went to an event and I heard her speak and I signed up. Or I had a friend that told me the transformation they made and I signed up. We just had someone recently that friend paid full price for 2 years, referred a client to us who onboarded so fast that we had to say, whoa, everything's already turned in. They already paid in full. It's already done. That happens because we do not discount our prices because our transformation has never been discounted ever since we've been in business.
Oh, I love it. That was so good, Fred. Oh, that was good. Put in the chat. I will not discount the transformation I provide. I will not discount the transformation I provide. Decide that now. You do not have to give a discount. Now, here's the thing. For those of you who had already planned your Black Friday sale and you're selling your home, it's not a home study anymore, your digital course, your toolkit, your bundle, guess what? You don't have to discount it. Sell it for what it costs all year. Just bring attention to it. Make it your featured product. During this holiday season, we wanted to bring to your attention, insert the name of your product. You don't have to discount. You guys are so worth it. And as soon, I love what you said, Fred. As soon as you start to discount, people are waiting for another one. They start to think, oh, well, she discounted this. It's only a matter of time before she discounts that. But you don't actually have to give a discount in order to make sales during the holiday. Thank you so much for sharing that, Fred. Okay, so here's what we want to do. For those of you who have been with us on Instagram and on Facebook, we're going to invite you guys to come over to Clubhouse. You no longer need an invitation to join Clubhouse. So we're going to post the link in both places. I've got about 14 minutes that I can take questions and then I got to go. But I want to, if there are questions that you have, I want to take a couple of questions. For those of you who have joined us on Instagram, I hope you enjoyed this week's Move to Millions Monday. For those of you who've been in the Facebook group, I hope you've enjoyed this week's Move to Millions Monday. Guess what? We'll be right back next Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another Move to Millions Monday. The topics are going to get gooder and gooder. This is my give back to all of you to just show up once a week and shake it. To show up and offer you something so that, because many of you are not my ideal clients. Not because there's something wrong with you. It's just because you're not yet at six figures. And we only work with six-figure businesses that want to be million-dollar companies. So some of you are not my ideal client yet. So this is my way of giving back to you so that you will know who I am and all of that good stuff until we can work together. I literally had someone in my DMs this weekend talking about, I'm coming. And we welcome it at the time that is right for both of our highest goods. We welcome it. We cannot wait as a team for an opportunity to serve you. But until then, we like to add value. We like to show up with no agenda. I'm not making an offer. I'm not. You are welcome to go to gettoknowdarnyelle.com. We've got tons of freebies there. If you're at six figures and you want to work with my team and I to help you to get your business's infrastructure together, you can learn all about that there. But I'm not talking about that because that's not what I'm here to do. I got about 12 minutes and I want to take a couple of questions to serve and support a couple of people who have been hanging out with me. So if you're on Instagram or Facebook, we're about to bid you adieu. Thank you so much for hanging out. The replays will be made available. #replay when you catch this in the replay, just so that we know you got something good that you could utilize to help you to maximize your holiday sales. Because remember, you don't need to discount in order to make money during the holiday selling season. This is the most profitable quarter of the year. My clients will double their businesses this quarter. And you can too by going back through what I shared with you and leveraging that, backing into the numbers to get yourself in position to be able to actually do something with the information that I shared. If you do absolutely nothing with it, this was just a waste of your time. But if you take what I shared with you and you do something with it, then you'll be better for it and you'll start to experience transformation. That is my hope and my desire for you until we might have an opportunity to be able to walk together again. Is Black Friday a good time for the automated webinar? Should we do that? It's up to you. You could do it automated. I would probably do it live if it were me. But that's just me. But you could absolutely do it automated as well. It's less about whether it's automated or it's live, and it's more about the content that is inside of your webinar. That's what's going to make the difference as to whether or not you convert from it. Now that you got to pay me for. I can't give you that for free. But I'm happy to have been sharing and hanging out with you. So we're going to say goodbye to Instagram and Facebook. And then for those of you who are on Clubhouse, I got 11 minutes. I need to stop talking so I can take some questions. Raise your hand if you have a question. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, Facebook. Bye, IG.